Yeah, you were like,
yeah, make sure you put that in the episode.
You're gonna swish that sucker around.
That'll be great.
Just like Kylo Ren, getting all aggressive.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another bonus episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jacob.
I'm John.
And today we're reviewing the Last JedI.P.A from Tioga Sequoia. It's a northeastern style IPA. It is 6.4% ABV, and I gotta just give a quick shout out to my friend Stan. He got this for me for my birthday. This is a beer I saw on Instagram. I wanted it so bad. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and he brought this to me at my birthday. And
Stan's the man.
Yeah, thanks, Stan.
Stan is the man.
You are
Thank
the man.
you, Stan.
I mean, we try a lot of northeastern style IPAs here, but this one I've been waiting for a long time. So, without further ado, you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up our lightsabers and let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
Well, guys, we got our buckets on and we got our beers poured. I'm excited to try this, but I don't think I can drink with this on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take mine off. And let's get into the aroma, yeah?
Let's get in.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Boy, that Last Jedi
Whew.
smells juicy.
Smells kind of malty as well.
Yeah, it's got actually a nice blend of fruity hops, tropical hops, I should say. And yeah, very strong malt presence.
Okay, so this is a beer from Tioga Sequoia. I know them more as an kind of an old school IPA and old school brewery in general. If you go on Craft Cascade channel, we have done a smoked barley wine from Tioga Sequoia, which we really enjoyed. So barley wine is also a very old school style.
Yeah.
So what I'm smelling from this IPA is kind of like giving that away a bit, I would say.
Yeah, well, all I know is the smell is fantastic. Let's go ahead and taste it.
For sure.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Fruity, tropical.
This is surprisingly boozy to me. It's only about 7% or something like that.
6.4.
6.4. It seems pretty heavy on the tongue for 6.4.
It is actually, but I'm wondering if maybe it's just the malts that you're getting.
It could be. It could be.
The thing that I'm noticing is you get that heavy hit of the malts and the hops,
Yeah.
and then it just out of nowhere just poof,
It's gone.
it's gone. This was canned in May, so I'm curious to, find out if maybe like it's fallen off a bit. I still think it's really good. Like the booziness side, I don't feel like when I'm drinking this, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
As much as I am like, man, this is packing a punch. I like this, like it's fun.
I think it goes back to the idea of like hazy IPAs, the flavors you're expecting. You're not expecting booziness, especially from a 6.4. I definitely wouldn't be expecting a boozy taste.
Yeah.
But it's there. Like Jeff said, not really sure if maybe it did fall off, like the maintaining the tropical like taste, the fruity taste that you're getting, it does just go away, and I'm left with malt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the malts.
No, I mean,
like,
dude, I like it. I do.
it's different enough to where, you know, like it's exciting to drink. Like
Yeah.
you know, I've had so many Northeastern New England IPAs lately, and it's kind of like they all start tasting a little bit the same.
For sure.
They're all
Yeah.
using the same malt bills or hop bills, whatever it may be. And this is a little bit different, but it's still in the same ballpark. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I really enjoy it.
So you enjoy it that much? Let's talk about the aroma rating.
Yeah, so when it comes to the aroma, I don't think it's like super exciting. I'm gonna give it like a 6. I almost want to give it a 7. It's a different aroma, not as much as what I'm used to with a New England style IPA, but you know, it's still good. What about you, Jacob?
So it's good. It does have a nice aroma. It's not very punchy. It's kind of mild. I'd probably give it about a 6. It's okay. It's nice. I don't mind smelling it.
So what about me?
Yeah.
It left me wanting more,
Wow.
right? Like, what I mean is though, not that I wanted more of the same flavor or the same aroma. It left me wanting more of the aroma I would want. Like it was lacking something,
Yeah.
right? Hopefully that's not a foreshadowing of The Last Jedi that opens up in December. But,
God, let's hope not.
but the aroma definitely, it's missing something. It left me wanting more, but more in the sense of it's lacking. And
Yeah.
so that was probably my biggest complaint. 6.5.
6.5. All right, so let's talk about the flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Jacob, since you don't have a bucket on.
Honestly, this tastes like it's probably past its prime. I don't know what it tastes like fresh. This is the first time we're having it.
Yeah.
I would venture to say that it probably was juicier, a little bit more hop forward when it was fresh, as opposed to now in August. And I don't know if I can really properly rate it because I genuinely feel like it's fallen off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't disagree with you there. You know, this was bottled in May. You know, so it has been a while. We're in August now. Typically with these Northeastern style IPAs, canning, you want to drink these beers within like maybe a month or 2 at the most of the canning date. I still think it's good though, man. I still think, you know, it isn't as hop forward. You know what I actually get in the body itself, and I'm starting to realize this the more I drink it, is the Vermont style yeast. You know, I've brewed a couple different beers. I've had a lot of beers with that Vermont yeast in it, and it's really standing out. And I think the reason why is, as you said, like the hop flavors just kind of dropped off. So you're getting like the malt and the yeast a little bit. It's still enjoyable. Like, damn, I don't know. You have anything Star Wars related and beer related, I will drink the shit out of it unless it just tastes terrible.
So what would you rate it?
Okay, so if I was gonna rate it, I'm gonna give it like a 6. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
So like I gotta be honest, I'll give it like a 6. But I'd still drink it. It's still kind of cool. It's like, oh hey guys, you want a Last JedI.P.A? It's pretty dope. Anyways, John, what about you?
This beer reminds me of the opening of episode 7 of Star Wars, and where there's just a bunch of reminiscent parts of the war.
Okay.
And so what I mean by that, right, So Ray's running through and she's collecting all these parts, and there's all these like Imperial ships all over the place, right? It's just a boneyard. To me, this is it's a remnants of like.
It's a boneyard? Damn, that is like morbid and sad.
To me, this beer is just remnants of a beer that probably was amazing months
Fresh.
ago.
Yeah.
But what's left over is what we have. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that you can tell that it's dropped off. Like, you can tell that age has not been good to this beer.
Yeah.
Okay? And so I would imagine that it was probably juicy and delicious and amazing back in June, right? But here we are in the middle of August, not so much. So that's really what I mean by that. Rating wise, 6 out of 10.
Okay,
for sure.
so we're all kind of in the same ballpark. Well, when it comes down to if we would buy it again, I'll give you my answer. I would definitely buy this again. Obviously, scoring, you might say, what the hell? But again, it's Star Wars related. Any beer that comes out that's Star Wars related, I want to buy. Like, that's just a stupid even assumption to think that I wouldn't want to buy it. On top of that, as John said, I mean, this thing was probably a amazing beer in its prime. We just happened to get it a little too late, I think. So I'd love to try this beer when it's fresh. John, what about you?
I am totally on board with Jeff. If they were like, hey, we just brewed this last week, I would buy it, right? If they were like, hey, I just brewed this 4 months ago, I wouldn't buy it. So for that reason, like if it's a fresh brew, I would definitely want to buy it and give it another chance because I think it was an amazing beer in the beginning. So yes, I would buy it, but I would only buy it based upon its canning date. So, Jacob, what about you?
Kind of the same thing. I have a pretty positive association with Tioga Sequoia, the barley wine we had. Once you kind of got used to the smoke, it was just an amazing experience. So I have no doubt that fresh, this was probably a really good beer. So I would love to have it fresh.
Well, there you have it, guys. This is a great lesson to show you the importance of drinking a fresh Northeastern style IPA. Some beers you want to age, some you definitely don't want to age. This is one where it probably missed the mark because it has been out for 4 months. But regardless, I mean, it's Star Wars. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. And for that, I'm just gonna, raise my lightsaber to you guys. Thank you, Tioga Sequoia, the Last JedI.P.A. And with that, I'm just gonna say, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below if there's a beer you'd like us to try next. And thank you, Jacob from Craft Cascade, for joining us today. You guys can get his information in the description below. And until then, we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer.